Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here, how you doing? And don't go away right away because the map looks awful. It's dreadful by design. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. You're not going to be building a pretty city on this map. You're just not going to have time to. That's your clue for today. Now, the big reason why I've chosen this map today is I want to do something a little bit different for the 500th map review. That's right, I know it's not episode 500 today, but the first 20-ish episodes of What's Map, we had 3 maps per show. Well, that notched up the first 60 really quickly. So we are now at 500. This map is the I can't believe I'm saying I'm doing 500 maps. But there we are, we're at 500. Here's to the next 500. Woohoo! Right, okay, this map was requested back in July by Adam Garcia. It's created by another YouTuber for one of their own series. And I'm going to obviously annihilate the map today. Hopefully the other YouTuber will appreciate the effort. I might send a few subscribers over to him and he might, hopefully, nudge nudge, wink wink, send a few subscribers back to me. That's not the intention. Had this map not been by a YouTuber, I still would have reviewed it today because it's absolutely awfully wonderful. I love it. Anyway, before we crack on and do that, the regulars will know that it's time for your daily routine. Get your finger out and do it now, please. Do it now. That's right, clicking like really does support the channel, and one day I will be bigger than PewDiePie. Thanks to you hitting that like button today. Thank you very much indeed. Right, okay, what's this map then? Well, it's Atlantis V2. There is a version 1, but we are doing version 2 by Spike Viper. That there is your loading screen thumbnail. Yes, it's glorious. Atlantis by night. There's your start square. There's a bit, well, it's enough of a build plane there to get you going. Okay, and then there's your resources, and the resources, don't worry too much about that, you won't have time to think about them. Seriously, you're not going to be doing much planning with this map. There's your workshop page, and if you read the description at the bottom there, a map that will slowly flood, giving you a unique challenge when growing your city. Yeah, unique challenge is an understatement. Now, we got the game on pause because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take on this unique challenge after the asset review break. That's right, I'm going to do a little bit of city building. Don't expect fine detailing, there's no time for that. Don't expect the smoothing tool to be used on this map because honestly, it doesn't matter, it's going to be underwater in minutes. Literally in minutes. There's no beaches, but that's fine because the sand would just wash away. Look at these riptides coming. Oh my life. Yep, I'm glad I've stopped the map. I really am. Yeah, there's a few build planes around here. And around here, we've got one of my favourite features, and you guys will already know. Ooh, it's an essential lighthouse. Completely useless, it's going to be an underwater beacon in no time whatsoever. If we pull back, let's look for some other, yeah, no smoothing on this map at all, but like I say, almost pointless doing smoothing on the map. Let's go and have a look at the volcano, the water spewing volcano, which I always hate these things, unless they're done exceptionally well. This isn't exceptionally well. This is awful, but it doesn't matter, because it's going to be underwater in minutes. Seriously. Then down here we've got the castle. Now, as castles go, it's okay. I prefer doors, like a castle gate. I'm not sure how you get in here either, but I like the way that it's double walled as well, and then you've got the keep in the middle. Kind of like it, but it's irrelevant because it's going to be underwater in a minute. Then we've got the highway and the rail access. Yeah, but hit the subscribe button now because you want to hear me say the word jinky janky, like, oh look, it's a jinky janky there. You can hear me say it almost every day if you subscribe to the channel. So anyway, yeah, we've got the road, and then we've got the rail. And the rail might be a little bit, I would say lumpy bumpy, but it's more higgledy piggledy. Look at it. But that's not the worst part of the train ride. That is, I promise the train ride gets a lot worse than here, out in the fog. And we will switch the fog off today because we do want to see what is going on out there in the fog. So open up the pause menu, options, and cloud and fog toggle the thank you bloody penguin. Thank you so much. And right, let's have a look at what we've got here. Now, the road, look at that road bridge. It's like a 1 in 2. It's got to be a 1 in 2, isn't it? Look at that, 45-degree angle. That's steep, but not as steep as it could be. And by that, I mean, look at the rail. The rail, well, it scales the cliff face. Very difficult to show this. I just jumped straight up there, can't do anything about it. Yeah, it's vertical. It's a vertical drop. Can you imagine like taking the trip? I mean, it doesn't matter at all because basically if you go off the edge of that, well, it's the trip of a lifetime, isn't it? You're going to die! And if you don't die, you're going to drown. But that is the whole point of the map. Now let's look at the most meaningless thing of the whole map altogether, and that's the shipping route. I say meaningless because as soon as you put the harbour down, it's going to be underwater. So that's pointless, absolutely pointless, but thank you very much, Spike, for giving us it. Let's have a look at the water flow while we're here. Of course, we've got a river with water flow. That's good. And I think there might be some water flow out here. I can't really make out any arrows. It's not very strong, is it? But if it was, it would be pushing water in towards the island. But I don't think sewage is the islander's major concern with this map at all. Around the outside we've got this great big wall, maximum height, and yep, that is holding all the water in. It's kind of like a big bathtub, this map, isn't it? With the island slightly lower than the maximum height. If it wasn't for that plug being out on the side wall there, this would fill up even quicker. So anyway, whatever you build on this map will be underwater in no time whatsoever, so it's not a detailer's build. The map isn't supposed to be attractive. It's a test, it's a challenge. Wow. Anyway, speaking of water, we've got a watery asset today. Are you ready for a watery asset? Here it comes. The asset review. To Wassetville for today's asset review, and this one, it's the London Aquatic Center by our old friend Luminu. I say old friend, we've done so many of their assets and they always do the modern, stylish, sleek looking buildings, a little bit like the London Aquatic Center, which of course was the swimming pool and diving area used in the London Olympics 2012, the best Olympics there have ever been. And if you disagree, you're wrong. Well, maybe. But put in your argument down below if you think there's been a better Olympics than London. Right. Okay, so it's a lovely asset. Now, the thing with London, we joke about London buses. Yeah, you wait hours for one and then two come along at the same time. Well, strangely enough, the same is the case with aquatic centres. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the London Aquatic Centre by Luminu, today's glorious asset of the day. Thank you very much, Luminu. Very nice indeed. And today's second asset review is the London Aquatic Centre by Zaha Hadid by Muck Welshman. Zaha Hadid was the original architect who designed the Aquatic Centre. He didn't build it on his own, he had some labourers, I guess, as well. Now, Muck Welshman has gone the extra mile as well. This is a larger footprint, as you can probably make out as well, and it has an interior. And if we come in a little bit closer to the interior, you will see that the interior is a swimming pool with diving boards. It's very realistic to the real aquatic centre as well, and I love the inside of the roof there as well. The detailing, this is quite exquisite. If you want a larger footprint and more detail, this is possibly the aquatic centre for you. If you want a slightly smaller one with less detail, but still looks really nice, let's face it, the Luminu one you were really happy with, weren't you? Yeah, so there you go, two options. This second option, the London Aquatic Centre by Zaha Hadid by Muck Welshman, with an interior, a glorious second asset review of the day. 500th map! The 500th map, and we got two assets. Unbelievable! Right, the theme and LUT review. It's the of the Themington Island. I'm too excited. Calm down, BonBonB. Rye Bluffs map theme by Archilon with the Corn William LUT. And I get to dig out my factoid book and we'll have a look at a couple of factoids. Right, oh hang on, I've lost my page. When Marie Antoinette's horoscope was cast shortly after her birth, It predicted such disaster that the birth celebrations were cancelled. Whatever went wrong for Marie Antoinette? Nothing. Oh, apart from that, of course. Every time it is hit by a sizable object, and I don't mean a frying pan, the moon makes a strange, so far, in 1980s anyway, I don't know if it's been explained now, but so far unexplained ringing noise. I'm not entirely sure if that has been explained yet, but it's obviously some sort of geological issue with the moon. I don't think it's got a little bell in there. Maybe it has. Maybe it has. What do I know? Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to Atlantis V2 by Spike Viper. And I'm going to do some building. Oh, it's going to be disaster. I haven't started the clock yet. I haven't started the timer yet. But yeah, let's do some planning. Okay, we started the clock. Okay, now, no thoughts going into this at all. This is panic building. I want to see if I can get to, say, a 5,000 sized city. By the way, I have obviously all the unlockables unlocked and unlimited money, because frankly I think that's the only way you can really do this map. And we are also running the clock at multiple speed. I think it's 300%. I could be wrong. I can't remember. I should have had a look, but I don't care. I don't care enough. This is all about, can I get to 5,000 population with unlimited funds, etc, 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 before we start getting flooding. Now, in theory, of course, you can relocate and build your houses a little bit further inland and inland or up the hills, but it's only going to buy you a little bit more time. And I'll let you know now that it was about 23 in-game minutes until the water reached. Admittedly, I wasn't building for all of those 23 in-game minutes. I could have, with unlimited funds, done a little bit more work to get up the slopes of the mountain. I could have done, but I didn't. I didn't. I let the town try to grow at a reasonable pace itself. I haven't used any cheats in terms of like Demand Master or anything like that. It's organic growth. And yeah, nothing really to say apart from this is what happens. This is what happens when you start the water running. I notice I've not looked at the water yet. We will be having a look at the water shortly. I just want to zone as much as I can in before. There we go. Look at the water coming in. Oh, panic! How long have I got? Oh my god! Everything's going to drown. Decided to try and make use of the railway station, and during the duration of the play I saw one train. There may have been more, but I only saw one while I was busy building. I was too busy building to worry about trains coming in and out, but at least we got one train come in, I guess. Something? Did somebody come on it? I don't know. But yes, getting all the water pipes in there as well. Done all the water sourcing from the river and the sewage from downstream in the river. Now, obviously, this is not pretty. I haven't really given this any thought whatsoever because it's irrelevant. It's all going to be underwater so soon. There's no point making the roads look pretty or doing any terraforming, because every moment you do terraforming is a moment that the water is getting higher. So hence, this is not intended. I've said before, this is not a pretty map. It's not intended to be a pretty map, and your city is not going to be a pretty city. Unless, of course, you are insanely skilled. Insanely skilled. BonBon isn't insanely skilled at all. BonBon's moderately skilled. BonBon used to know what he was doing when he played the game regularly, and now he does all these videos for you guys. He's a little bit scratchy, isn't he? He's a little bit out of practice. But let's have a look at the water. Oh, that trains are now going to struggle there. We are now underwater with the railway lines. So I think that railway station is now done for. We could do with some... Oh, hang on. Let's drop the taxes. Might as well drop the taxes. We're not here about the money, are we? Forgot to put down any refuse facilities. Let's pop down a couple of refuse facilities there. Not that it's going to matter too much at all. Oh, my God. But built that right by the railway. And Yeah, you're going to be underwater. This is great. How will we grow? We're at 4,300. I might just hit that 5,000. I never really paid any attention when I was doing this. I was just in panic mode all the time. Panic. Look at the water climbing slowly but surely. We've got drowned trees, guys. We've got drowned trees now. Oh my god. Spike Viper, what have you done? You've driven me to insanity. So yeah, we're just letting the timer run at the moment. We've got a lot of industrial demand, so there's not really much more we can do though. We can build out here, I guess, and do a little bit of zoning out here, but honestly, it's kind of like done now, isn't it? It's kind of done. The water will be here imminently. Imminently. Oh my god, help. I've never played with, even when I did that 10-minute map build, I didn't panic this much because at least I had a vision. With this, you've got no idea. You've got absolutely no idea when that water's going to encroach on your city. And like now, I think we're there now. That's it. It's game over. Game over. Look, it's just, oh no. Oh no. My industrial's underwater as well. Oh dear. Oh, the fun to be had, actually. I think this map has multiple gameplays. If you can play it with the cheats, without the cheats. You can come back and you could try it in a different way as well, just to see how long you can last. Look at the fires burning. I wonder if that water's going to put out the fire. Let's watch this as the water climbs up here. Hang on, that one there nearest us. Nearest us. Is the flooding going to put out the fire? Is it? It does. Oh my god! Oh, that's absolutely brilliant. Oh, I never knew that. Flooding can put out fires. Unfortunately, the flooding didn't reach up high enough to put out the other one, but they've got other problems to worry about. Wow. Okay, so there's lots of fun to be had with this map, I think it's fair to say. Do you agree? Lots of fun. It's going to be crap. It's going to be a crapshoot. It really is. But, oh, the fun. Okay, your chance to vote on the map now. If you want to. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? And I think there'll be a few people put 5s, and I think there'll be a few people put 1s as well. Just because, well, it's unique. It's very, very unique. Okay, let me think. What can I give this map myself? Aesthetically, it is dog ugly, isn't it? It really is. I'm going to give it 1 star for aesthetics. I don't often do that for aesthetics, but that's not the point. It's not designed to be pretty. Detailing is poor, but once again, it doesn't matter too much that it's poor because it's all going to be underwater. That said, I can't give it more. I'm going to give it a 2nd star for detail. I'm not quite sure why, but I'm going to do it. Okay? I've done it. 2 stars for detail, and it's very, very tenuous. Gameplay potential, I think it's got multiple plays within it, this map, and it was a lot of fun. And for that, it's going to get the extra star. It's up to 4 stars for gameplay potential. Atlantis V2 by Spike Viper. Do go and check out his channel. I will try to link him in to the description, assuming I can find the channel link. I'm sure I will. It's there. It can't be that hard to find him. So anyway, that's it. Thank you very much indeed, Spike Viper. And thank you very much for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing, for making it to the end of today's show with me going into hyper mode. Too many blue smarties, I tell you. There's another map on screen that you can vote on now. It can't be any worse than today's map, but it also can't be as glorious at the same time. Admit it. You enjoyed today's show, didn't you? You did. Join me tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series, and hopefully tomorrow night for a live XCOM. Ooh, see you then.